have my Atari Olympic pin with me because we're going to play another Summer Olympic style game with Super Pro Decathlon, this time for your Intellivision. Let's go ahead and take Super Pro Decathlon. Let's pop it in my Intellivision and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. Super Pro Decathlon was published by INTV Corp, and according to the Blue Sky Rangers history page, it was released in 1988, with programming headed up by Scott Robitelli, making it the only INTV game not programmed by one of the original Mattel programmers. It would be the only Intellivision game Scott would program, although he was working on a port of Choplifter for the Intellivision that sadly was never finished. The back of the box says the following. The winner of the decathlon is often called the greatest athlete in the world. Competitors must show world-class skills in 10 different events. Speed and endurance on the track, form and timing on the jumps, strength and determination on the throws. Now put yourself to the test with 10 tough contests that will challenge you like never before. Don't be surprised if you find yourself out of breath and your heart racing. Super Pro Decathlon is a decathlon game for 1 to 4 players alternating with 3 modes of difficulty. The higher the difficulty, the higher the minimum requirement needed to earn points on each event. As was normal for INTV Corp, the game did not originally come with overlays. When starting a game, you could choose to do a whole decathlon or practice an individual event. If you choose practice, it will somewhat explain how to play the event, but the explanation isn't always that clear. The game itself seems to imply that you are actually playing at the first Olympiad, which explains some of the graphical choices, including your guy wearing a cloth diaper. The first game is the 100-meter dash. It is one of 3 games that uses a starting pistol, which I don't think is period accurate for 776 BC. If you touch the disc before the gun, after it sounds, you will get a false start and lose that attempt. It's a little strange because your guy on screen won't move if you touch the disc before the gun, and the game only lets you know you committed a foul after the start. Once the gun goes off, you simply rapidly alternate left and right on the disc to run. This event gives you 3 attempts, with the best attempt added to your score. Whether you pass or fail the minimum requirement, the game will continue you throughout all 10 events when playing the full game. Most other events uses the Get Ready start, where once the words Get Ready leave the screen, you can begin at any time. This includes the second event, the broad jump. Here you start running like before, but once you pass the brown line, you hold down any side button to begin your jump and then release it to jump before crossing the foul line. The manual says to practice to find where the best place to start your jump is. You once again get 3 attempts, with the best attempt added to your score. The third event is a shot put. Here you simply spin the disc in a circle in either direction as fast as you can, with the game automatically throwing the shot put for you. This is another best of 3 attempts event. The fourth event is the high jump. You once again start by running, pressing right and left on the disc rapidly, and as you approach the bar, you press any side button to start your jump, and then rapidly press the side button for extra power until you start to fall. You get 3 attempts to pass the starting height. Every time you clear a height, the height is raised and you try again. But after the first height, you only get 1 attempt for every height afterward. The fifth event is a triple jump. This plays just like the broad jump to start with. But right before you land the first and second time, you are supposed to hit the side button again to maximize your second and third jumps. I found this to be the most difficult event in the game and rarely did well. You get 3 attempts for this event. The 6th event is the 110-meter hurdles. This controls just like the 100-meter dash, including using a starting pistol, and gives you 3 attempts, except now you use the side button to jump hurdles, which will slow you down if you hit them. The 7th event is the discus throw. You get 3 attempts, and the controls start out just like the shot put, circling the disc on the controller as fast as you can. But this time you press a side button to release the disc before crossing the foul line. The 8th event is the pole vault. It controls very similar to the high jump, except now you press the side button to plant your pole, continue to press it afterwards to increase your power until you fall. And just like the high jump, you get up to 3 attempts for the first height, but only 1 attempt for every new height after. The 9th event is the javelin throw. Here you start running and hit a side button one time to throw, but after pressing it, the throwing motion takes some time to complete, so you'll need to time it so you complete the throwing motion before crossing the foul line. You get 3 attempts for this event. The 10th and final event is a 400-meter dash. It's just like the 100-meter dash, complete with the starter's pistol and having 3 attempts, but 4 times as long. Once you complete the final event, your final score will be shown, along with the individual scores from your best attempts in each of the 10 events. Graphically speaking, this is one of the better looking Intellivision games, with some great character animations and an overall solid presentation to make this feel like a grand sporting event. The game also sports some solid sound effects and some really nice music. Family friendly wise, the game will most likely get an E for everyone rating if released today. Currently at pricecharting.com, it is one of the higher priced Intellivision games, with a value of $50 loose, $113 complete, and $173 new. So what did I think of Super Pro Decathlon for the Intellivision? Is it worth playing today? With the right setup, I'd say definitely. This really feels like an Intellivision update to the Activision Decathlon for the Atari 2600. They both have 10 events, sharing 9 events, and having the ability to practice a single event. They both have similar scoring structure, where getting around 1,000 points on an event is considered really good. And even how you control many of the events is pretty similar. But here you get improved graphics and sound. However, the biggest weakness of Super Pro Decathlon is the standard Intellivision controller. While it does offer the unique ability to spin the disc for the shot put and discus, the truth is I found the Intellivision controller more uncomfortable than usual for this game and had a hard time doing well until I found a better solution. And that solution was using this Pointmaster quick stick clip on joystick. It wasn't perfect and it still required holding it at odd angles to reduce discomfort. But it helped me do a lot better in most events, especially when I constantly hit the side of the joystick in one direction, allowing the rebound to naturally hit the other direction. This really increased my speed as well as my ability to do well, which increased my enjoyment of the game. So while I'm more lukewarm with the standard controller by itself, I actually think this is a pretty good game when you find a better control method like I did. So where am I going to rank Super Pro Decathlon? It's going in the 20s among some other enjoyable games. I do like Space Battle more at 22, but I will give this an edge over Tropical Trouble at 23. So of the 63 games now ranked for the Intellivision, Super Pro Decathlon is running into the 23 position. Super Pro Decathlon is an enjoyable decathlon game for the Intellivision, especially if you could find something better than just a standard Intellivision controller alone. But that's just what I think. What do you think? Do you like this game or have any memories of it? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy videos such as this one and you want to support my work, please click like and subscribe, drop a comment below, and for mega supporters, either become a channel member or sign up at patreon.com/NoSwearGamer. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care, everybody.